Hey Capricorn, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do your weekly reading for December 16th through the 23rd. All right. So you guys are last this month. How tragic is that? um, I didn't mean to do it that way, but you know, sometimes maybe I just like to, I don't want to say save the best for last, but as some of you know, I also am a Capricorn, and I do share more with the Capricorn readings than any other sign. And you might be interested to know that there are fewer Capricorns on the earth than any other sign. And you can prove that to yourself if you're ever in a group. I was a corporate trainer for a long time, and I saw in my groups, because I had all of their information, that there was always, if there was even one Capricorn in that group, that was shocking. There weren't a lot of Capricorns, but there is a reason for that. You might want to seek that out. I'm not gonna share what I know about that right now, but yeah. So just thought I'd share that little tidbit with you. My birthday is very close to Christmas, 3 days after Christmas. Honestly, I've always enjoyed having my birthday, around Christmas time. I don't know about you guys, but the 16th starts Capricorn season. So, you're probably going to get a little bit of a longer reading here, okay? So, anyway, let's get started here. I'm going to start by pulling 6 cards for you guys. All right, and as you can see, I put down my blanket that I used to use over my beautiful desk because some people were having a challenge with the glare from the light. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to fix it. I don't want people to be bothered by the glare. Okay. All right, so here we have it. So I will be pulling cards for your person as well, but I'm going to be doing it after I, unfold your story here. So this is going to be a less intuitive reading because I've assigned meanings, or, I'm using a spread, if you will. So this card represents your present. This card represents your past. This card represents the heart of the matter for you. This card represents the challenge, and then these 2 cards represent what's coming towards you, okay? I'm going to be pulling more cards, as I go, but that's what we're starting with, all right? So what's going on in your present? 3 of Swords. Oh, geez. Okay. Somebody else got that to start with. Who was it? I don't know who it was, but it was somebody. And this can mean, one of 3 things. First of all, it can mean that you're experiencing some type of heartbreak right now. It can mean that you're in a situation where there needs to be, you might be making a head over heart decision. It could also mean that in some way you're dealing with a third party type of situation. So it's one of those, all right? So in your past, we have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so this is a great energy, all right? And this energy might have led to this energy. So let's talk about the colors here for a minute, because I'm using the Chakra Tarot. I love my chakra cards, okay? Because it gives additional insight about the cards, for you. So with this red, all right, that's the root chakra. And that means in the past, you were coming from a place of I have with this Ace of Pentacles. So that tells me that, you know, at some point you thought or you felt that you have the potential for a new beginning with somebody or something. Okay, so this is really good energy. So the seeds have been planted for something. You might have planted the seeds, somebody else might have planted the seeds, but there is the opportunity for a new beginning with somebody or something. All right. Now, right now in the present, we have the Three of Swords. And notice the color surrounding the Three of Swords is yellow, which it indicates that this is the solar plexus chakra. So you might be trying to listen to your gut feeling, okay? Your gut feeling really represents, you know, that fight or flight response in you, all right? So it might be something that you're dealing with right now that you really don't want to put a lot of thought into. You kind of just want to listen to that gut feeling. You know, either you're going to fight for something, or you know what, you're going to leave it behind and run in the other direction. That's kind of the energy that you're in right now. Now, at the heart of the matter, we have the Queen of Cups. All right, so we have another color here, which represents the third eye chakra. All right. So the Queen of Cups is, you know, really about taking a deep look into your cup. What's in your cup? How do you feel about it? You know, it's something that you love. Okay, it's something that you have deep emotions about. It's at the heart of the reading. So it's interesting that you're in this energy right now. You might not really want to look at what's in your cup right now, is what I'm feeling with this situation here. You know, because something happened in between this Ace of Pentacles and this Three of Swords. You know what? And right now, I'm curious. I haven't pulled a card for this particular thing for any other sign, but I'm pulling it for you. 10 of Cups. Okay. So the reason that there were seeds planted for something, okay, and it feels like for somebody, was because you could see complete emotional fulfillment with this person. This is somebody that you had love for. It just is. All right. Notice the 10 of Cups is also in this yellow, or in this solar plexus chakra. You know, and I feel like the reason the 10 of Cups is in this color, or in this solar plexus chakra, this fight or flight, this gut response, is because this is a hard energy to maintain. Like, you can go through fleeting feelings of 10 of Cups, but this is a hard one to maintain. Like, you know, think about like one of the last best day that you had, you know, where you got great news, everything was going well. That's kind of the 10 of Cups energy. So this can be very fleeting for a lot of people. There are some people that can maintain this, but it's because they have established and have learned how to maintain a very high vibration. So that's why I feel like this card, you know, is surrounded in the yellow, where there's a constant battle of fight or flight. Like, there are moments where you want to fight for 10 of Cups, and there are moments that you want to run away from it. Okay? All right. So what is the challenge here? Oh. All right. So we have the Death card. Scorpio. This is the energy of Scorpio. This is the first major arcana that we've had. So this card has a lot of power in this reading. So this card is highlighted in the light purple color, which is the crown chakra. All right. So that means that you're coming from a place of I know. So the Death card can be about endings. All right. You might have a fear of an ending here, but it's also the card of transformation. So, I feel like that's more likely what we're looking at here. There's a challenge around transforming this situation or connection. I feel like because of this 10 of Cups, it is a connection. 10 of Cups and Queen of Cups feels like a strong connection. All right, so there is a challenge around transforming something here with this person. All right, so what is coming for you here? We've got a lot of cups here, guys. We got Princess of Cups, which is actually the Page of Cups. So what's coming? And these two cards are touching. Part of this transformation or this challenge, it feels like somebody needs to acknowledge something. Somebody needs to acknowledge. This card is circled here in the green, which is the heart chakra. So I feel like there needs to be some acknowledgement around something in somebody's heart. Could be you, could be them. Because Page of Cups is a message of love. It's a small message, okay? But it's something that, this card is coming up over the heart of the reading, which is you really taking a deep look at your feelings and your emotions. And, I feel like you're being pushed to do that. This is something that you don't really want to do because you have a lot of solar plexus chakra energy right now, which is really gearing you towards that fight or flight. It's like you just don't want to be in a heavy energy, which is completely understandable. So what else do we have here? We've got the 9 of Wands. All right, so we have, this card is surrounded in the orange, which is the sacral chakra. Personally, I feel like the sacral chakra carries the most weight when it comes to these types of situations because the sacral chakra is where your emotions live and where your sexual energy lives. If there's anything that's going to confuse a situation or make us feel vulnerable, it's this chakra, okay? So, and this is coming towards you. 9 of Wands is somebody that, has their guard up. And I feel like that's you, especially when it's coming over the Death card. Something needs to transform here. I'm going to pull some clarifiers here in a second. But the heaviest energy here is in the solar plexus, fight or flight. You're looking to either run or fight for this, and you're on the cusp. You don't really know what to do quite yet. All right, so I want to pull a card for the Queen of Cups, the Death card, and this 9 of Wands for you. All right, so Queen of Cups clarified by strength. There we have that orange, that sacral chakra again. The reason that you really don't want to look at what's in your cup right now is because it's very, very emotionally, I feel like it's emotionally draining for you. And, it also brings to the surface that sexual tension and that sexual energy that you have as well. Death card clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So we now have 2 cards with the third eye chakra. We have 2 cards with the sacral chakra, and we have 2 cards in the solar plexus chakra. So the Queen of Pentacles is, about somebody who is authentic. So what needs to transform here is somebody needs to be their authentic selves. It might be you, it might not be you, it might be the other person, okay? But somebody needs, to step up and be more authentic to who they really are. Somebody hasn't been completely authentic as to who they are. And that could be why you're in this fight or flight, that solar plexus. your gut is telling you possibly that somebody hasn't been completely authentic. 9 of Wands clarified by 2 of Cups. So, 9 of Wands is about you being very guarded as far as what's coming. You're guarded after a small message of love is being offered. Why are you guarded? Okay? Because, you know, again, you're not really wanting to look at your deep emotions around this, because you could have been hurt in the past. You could be dealing with, you know, somebody that had somebody else. You know, if the person that you're watching the video for had somebody else in their life, that could make a lot of sense as to why they haven't been completely authentic with you. Now, you also know whenever the 2 of Cups shows up, the feelings are mutual between the two of you. This is coming. 2 of Cups is coming. And again, we've got more orange now than any other color, which is deep emotion and sexual energy here. All right? But this here, the challenge, the transformation, notice the 2 of Cups is coming over that. Somebody needs to be more authentic at the end of the day. And, you know, until they are, or until you are more authentic, you know, and Queen of Pentacles, you know, that's your card. So, you know, if you're thinking, well, it's the other person that needs to be more authentic, take a minute and think about it. Have you been completely authentic with this other person? Not something that you have to share, but really think about that. Because sometimes when we think we're being completely authentic, we really are holding back a lot. Okay? All right, so let's take a look from your person. We're going to pull some cards for them. All right. So this represents where they were at in the past. And then these 2 cards represent what's coming for them as well, okay? So in the past, we have 5 of Pentacles. So in some way, they felt left out in the cold. Even if they initiated it, okay, they still felt sadness and left out in the cold. All right. What's coming? We have the Daughter of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. And then we have the Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords over this 2 of Cups. So I feel like with this card, the Page of Pentacles is kind of a, you know, a light, open, playful energy. Somebody that is trying to lighten things up. You know, I mean, if this got very heavy very quickly, I feel like this is this person trying to lighten things up. And, you know, it's coming over the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups, which is, you know, a small message of love. So this feels like this person, when they come towards you or when you come towards them, I feel like whoever comes towards whoever, is going to take a very light approach with this, because I feel like there's been some hurt in the past. You know, you guys have seeds that have been planted. There is some type of foundation here, but there's also, you know, this person feels like they were left out in the cold. You know, and if they felt like they had no other choice, especially if there is a third party involved, they still feel like they were left out in the cold. You might think, well, you know what? They're the ones with the other person, so how could they feel left out in the cold? Well, they do. All right, and this Son of Swords, this Knight of Swords, this is fast incoming truth around this Two of Cups, this mutual energy. All right, so let's take a look at, you know what, I want to pull a clarifier for this Five of Pentacles for them, and for the Son of Swords or Knight of Swords for them as well. All right, we have Mother of Wands, Queen of Wands, and we have Father of Swords or King of Swords. This is just big, big truth here. I feel like this is trying to confirm this Two of Cups for you. If you're sitting there thinking, I don't think they have Two of Cups energy towards me. Well, this is truth and this is truth. King of Swords doesn't lie. Knight of Swords, doesn't lie either, but they can be irresponsible and tactless, okay? But I feel like this is just massive amounts of truth when it comes to this Two of Cups connection. This Queen of Wands, you know, this could be how this person saw you, you know, when they felt left out in the cold. They saw you as this beautiful, charismatic, lovely person that would light up a room. They wanted that. They wanted that piece, you know, of you. You know, they enjoyed seeing that quality in you. This could also be, you know, somebody, possibly this third party that this person left behind, and they are dealing with some, you know, or this other person could have left them. All right, so there might not be any third party because this is representing the past. This might be something that is long gone that you don't even know about. Okay? All right, so let's see what is in each of your fears. And just so you know, over the next week or two, I'm going to be doing the 2020 forecasts. Those readings are going to be definitely longer than my usual readings. And, you know, I'm going to take my time with them. I want everybody to get a really solid forecast reading. And, you know, it's the type of reading that you can, you know, kick back with a cup of coffee and just listen to it for however long it is and, you know, enjoy it. So I really want to make those readings really nice for you guys. So I won't be posting them all on the same day. So you can just look for them. If one pops up, it doesn't mean that, you know, the rest of them are going to pop up, you know, any minute. All right, so let's see what your fear is around this connection, and let's see what their fear is. All right, so your fear is around a miracle, and it's also in that solar plexus energy. Their fear is discovery. And this is in the red or in the root chakra, which is coming from a place of I have. So I feel like they're a little bit concerned that there are things that you may not know about them. I don't feel like they're any big deal, but this person might be very conscious of, it might be self-conscious that they just may not, they may be very private, and they might be afraid that you're going to discover something about them that maybe is a little out of the norm, a little unusual, but it's something that is in their world right now that I feel like you don't know. Okay, you may not know that this person is now single. Now with you and this miracle card with this solar plexus energy, this is a fear for you. So I have to go over to the challenge section here. I feel like this is around this transformation. It's like you might be at the point with this connection where you're saying, you know what? It really would be a miracle if this situation transformed, because, there's an energy of it going on for a good period of time. And you might be seeing, it being a miracle for somebody in your life, this person, to be their true, authentic self and just talk to you or talk about, whatever happened between the two of you or whatever prevented you guys from moving forward in the past. But I feel like you see it as kind of a big hurdle at this point. But the feelings are mutual. There's no doubt about that. So we're going to end this reading with 2 Power of Love cards. And I'm telling everybody today that, these cards you can really define for yourself. I'll share my thoughts, but it's really up to you to define what these cards mean for you. There's 1. There's 2. All right, so we have peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. Okay, so, and that is the story around the solar plexus card, right? You're either going to fight for peacefulness or you're going to take flight to find peacefulness. One way or the other, you want peace in this situation. And then we have humility. I swear there was somebody else that had the same 2 cards. Humility, you have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. Okay? Very true. So if this feels one way to you and feels a different way to this person, that's okay. You guys are on different paths. Okay? What I didn't see here really anywhere in this reading was the throat chakra, which is communication. So when something doesn't show up in a reading, that's almost as notable as when something does. Okay? All right. All right, guys, that's what I have for you, Capricorn, and hopefully this is helpful. Again, you can look for the 2020 readings, and the next, I'm just going to let them trickle out. And yeah, so, but anyway, thank you so much, and I will talk to you next week. All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.